palm olive. Tough on grease, soft on hands.
Rob?
Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues, and I've got something a little different for you guys today. You don't see me review that much Marvel Legends type stuff on here. I do have a few every now and then. I have done a handful of figures. I found this guy. Now this is not going in my collection. This is going to my good buddy Chapman Films. And he said, why don't you go ahead and do the review on him, and we'll maybe kind of do it together. So I'm going to let him take over right here.
Yeah, today we're going to review a very special review in my action figure collection. Today we're going to review, boom, Black Panther.
That's right, Jason. It is Captain America Civil War. Civil? Can't even talk. I should let him say it. Captain America Civil War Black Panther from Hasbro from the Marvel Legends series. This guy is crazy hard to find right now. I believe in a case assortment, he's only one per case. I lucked out at the Walmart I went to, and there were 3 cases worth, and all 3 Black Panthers were there. Sadly, I didn't pick up any other Black Panthers until after, well, I mean, after I'd left the store. Some of the other rogues were like, oh, I'll take one. I think ODC wanted one. And that Walmart was farther away from me than I normally travel out. We just happened to be in the area. So I didn't get a chance to go back. I'm hoping to go back. I hid both of the other Black Panthers. So shame on me, but these guys are really hard to find. They're out there. You just got to be right up on Walmart right at that exact moment when they kind of put them out on the shelf, or you're going to luck out. And all the shelf pegs were completely full. So this is obviously from Captain America Civil War. I really, really loved this movie. I did have a few issues with it, but I'm not going to go into all that here. This is just basically for the action figure review. There'd be a part of me that would kind of want to pick up some more of these guys, but I'm just really kind of holding off on a few select other ones. This is part of a Collect and Connect wave. You can build a Giant Man here. It comes with, I believe it's the right leg. I can't quite see where the foot is. I think it's the right leg. Let's see. Black Panther's figure 3. So it is, in fact, yes, it is the right leg. All right, we got the back of the package here. Let's turn it over to Chapman Films, and we'll hear what he has to say about the back of the package.
All right, so we got the back of the card here. We got Black Panther in all his glory, and then the Build-A-Figure is Captain America, Iron Man, Black Panther, American face guy, White Nick Fury, Russian guy, and the Build-A-Figure is Ant-Man. I would love the complete Ant-Man, but I do not need another Captain America. I don't need another Iron Man. So I might try to build him loosey-goosey. Oh, yeah, and no onion babies down here.
Yeah, that's right, Chapman. No onion babies. None. 0 to 3. So I guess the rule of thumb is if you have 4 onion babies, then it's fine. But if you have 0 to 3, no onion babies. So let's get this guy opened out of package, and we'll do some comparisons. We'll take a closer look at the figure. And Chapman and I will be right back to review Captain America Civil War, the Black Panther Marvel Legends series. We'll be right back. Come on, Chapman, let's go.
Look at that leg. This is Ant-Man's leg. Ant-Man's right leg. Ant-Man was so cool in Civil War, and hope he's in more of the next Marvel movies.
Yeah, I agree, Jason. I loved Ant-Man, especially when it turned into Giant Man. I thought that was really pretty cool. Like I said, it is the right leg here. This would be a really pretty cool Build-A-Figure. As you can see, it was a double-jointed knee right there, which is really pretty cool. And he's got the ankle rocker hinge foot here. So if they can do this in probably, 12-inch size, I'm assuming this is what Ant-Man would be. He's about half the size. Probably a little bigger than that. Can you imagine getting action figures this size? Definitely needs to have a double jointed knee. That's really good articulation on there. So, all right, we won't spend too much time here on this piece. Let's get into the piece of resistance. We'll take a look at Black Panther. All right, we got Black Panther out of package. It looks really pretty cool. I want to turn this over to Chapman Films. Let's get some first comments on Black Panther now that he's out of a package. What do you think, Chapman?
Look at all the detail on Black Panther's mask and his necklace And his suit's so shiny.
Yeah, I gotta agree, Jason. I mean, he's really, really pretty cool. I'm doing a crazy zoom here, but the detailing on this is really, really strong. Kudos to about said Mattel, Hasbro, for doing such intricate detail on the suit. I mean, that's really pretty cool. They could have just done like they've done before with the Black Panther figure, just a straight black bodysuit. And they could have done that in the movie, but I like that they gave it all of this definition and just different panel lines, and you could tell the suit is very organic in one sense of the word, but very militaristic is probably not the word I want to use, but just a really solid figure. My only complaint with it is the plastic doesn't seem as strong or as solid as previous waves. Feels like they're using a little bit cheaper of a plastic. I always hate these markings that they put there. But that being said, I don't feel like it's brittle. The only spot where it's a little loose is right here. So he's holding into position. We'll get into articulation in just a second. But a little bit of loose, but it's not like he's top heavy one way or the other. So the joint just doesn't seem as snug as it could be, but I'm not worried about him toppling over. I've got him bent a little funny because of that pose I had him in here. But see, I got a leg bent. Let's get him standing here. Pretty. Come on. Stand, Black Panther. As I said, hey, he has no problem standing. I got his knees all twisted around. You can kind of see. Oh, come on. There we go.
Look at the articulation here. Articulation, head moves, arms move, body crunch, and everything else is good. Just like regular Marvel Legends.
Thanks, Jason. That was a little fast. Let's slow it down here for the articulation. I was trying to keep up with you. So the head does move left to right. It's got the, I want to call it a disc. It's a ball and socket, but they've got kind of like the hinge that you can kind of see right here, which allows a little bit of forward and back motion so he can look down very, very well. As I had that off frame, I apologize. So you got that little, almost what ODC would call jive turkey. He's got a serious jive turkey, but it works really well. I mean, when was the last time you saw a DC-UC figure have articulation like this in the head? That's really solid. To be able to look down and then no tilt to the left or the right, but can look in a full 360. Let's get out a little bit farther back here. The arms are these are very stiff. At least the right arm is on a ball and socket here. They go all the way around. Come up to about 90 degrees, which you kind of see right there. Swivel at the bicep, double hinge at the elbow, my bad, and a rotation in the wrist and a hinge at the wrist. Chapman Films said there's an ab crunch. You can see can get a real hyperextended. I mean, that's him getting his back and neck broken here. So almost like a little ratchet system, which I don't know if I like that. 2L is having a more fluid movement, which I think that explains why it's a little wobbly up top, but he's not falling over, on himself, which is pretty good. Swivel at the waist, which you can hear the clicking sound. So again, it's not a fluid moment. There's position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back broken. So yeah, probably about 6 spots, 12 spots in all if you want to be technical. Legs go up about that far. Doesn't quite get into the splits, but close enough, I guess. Legs go forward, so we can sit in the Panther mobile. Back, not too much. Swivel at the upper thigh. Double jointed knees, which is really cool. So you can get him in a cool run-ins pose if you wanted to, which is pretty badass, if I must say. And they have the hinge foot. So I was having a hard time getting him to stand because I had one foot bent a little bit. So like I said, that was a cool scene in the movie with him running after Bucky. So the little figure base, you could really get him in a nice pose. Take a look at T'Challa here. I like the head sculpt. Very, very cool. It's actually decent. It's got a little bit of a wart right there. I didn't notice it in package. I wish I could have seen that there because, like I said, there were 3 others on the shelf. So let's hear from Chapman Films and hear what he has to say about this.
Now look at their face. Look at the masked face and look at the unmasked face. I'm a sucker for unmasked figures. And look at that face. That's a face only a mother could love.
Not sure how Chapman will have him pose. Sometimes with my unmasked figures, I'll kind of have him holding the mask in the other hand or something like that. I got it kind of loosely held in there. Probably should have it more turned hand open as he's kind of holding it there. There, that works a little bit better. So pretty cool, and you have the option of doing both. And I like when they do something like this where you can have an unmasked version or a masked version. I think they did the head sculpt on both of them. The masked version looks great, and the head sculpt here on the unmasked version just looks really well too.
Now time for a size comparison. Okay, size comparison. We have Iron Man and Captain America here. This Black Panther does a really good job going with these older Marvel legends.
Yeah, I agree, Chapman. It works really well. So if you're somebody that bought an older wave, these are the Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends movie figures, obviously. And, you know, if I was wanting to get a Black Panther or other movie type of figures, which is generally what I have, they work really well because they're in the movie universe, and Hasbro obviously did them. So they look great. You know, Captain America's suit is completely different now than it was here. But just as far as having figures that represent who and what they are, I think they work really good.
So I'll probably display Bronze Tiger, Black Panther, like this, with Rob's other figures in the background. No, I'll display Black Panther with the unmasked. I like the unmasked look. And that looks a lot like the actor, so good job, Hasbro. Yeah.
You're going to do what? That's why I jerked the camera. They're my figures. All right, what I like to do is bring up all the other Marvel Legends figures that I have. I have a few, I don't have a whole lot, and to kind of see how Black Panther works with, you started it, Chapman, with the rest of my Marvel Legends figures.
So we got Black Panther with all the Marvel characters that Rob owns. Daredevil, Captain America, Thor, Black Widow, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Ice Cube Man, Iron Man, Hulk Man, and Black Panther. Wow, what a great collection Rob has. Nice.
Thanks, Chapman. And again, this is my entire collection of Marvel Legends. I don't have a huge one. It's more movie-based, obviously. Amazing Spider-Man, I believe it's Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure right there. No, Amazing Spider-Man number 1. I would like to get the Civil War version, but I don't really want another Captain America might be all right because I don't have a new updated version. But getting another Iron Man that's more, battle damaged. I want to get the new Iceman. I like this one. This one is from my good buddy ODC. That's me. Thank you very much, Anthony. I love this guy. I still think this is how Hawkman should have looked in the movie. Hawkeye, good lord. I'm stuck in the DC world. Hawkeye should have looked. He should have had the cowl. He didn't even wear the sunglasses all that much. But these are all my Marvel Legends figures, and I might get a couple more, but I'm not going really too crazy. I do have one more Marvel Legend, Daredevil Fleck. So let's wind out the review here with Chapman Films.
How would I rate this figure? Good job, Hasbro. Needs improvement, Hasbro, or dog involvement? I'm going to say good job, Hasbro.
I would agree, Jason. I think they did a really good job on this figure. I've said it before with the other Marvel Legends figures. I feel like their articulation is a little bit hyper-extended one way or the other, so getting them in some natural poses sometimes seems a little wonky to do, but for the most part, they're action poses you can get him in are very, very good. You've got anything else that you want to say before we sign off here, Chapman?
All right, Rob, thank you for letting me be on your video. And I just want everyone to know that Rob has a podcast, Everyone Loves a Drake. Check it out on the iTunes. And I also have my own channel, linked down below. Hopefully Rob puts it down below. And I also have a podcast on the iTunes. Check out Goodnight Sleepyhead. And if you want to get a hold of me, check my Facebook out, or find us on, write me at goodnightsleepyheadshow@gmail.com. Thanks.
That's right, Jason. Get a hold of Chapman Films, like he said, through his Facebook page, or you can send him a message through YouTube, or you can write them Goodnight Sleepyhead Show. Do I have to say it like that? He's got a really cool podcast along with his cousin that they do, Mr. Stephen Howard. Goodnight Sleepyheads, red songs, red lights, over. They change all the time. All I know is they like cheese. So if you like cheese and Black Panther, sorry about your Black Panther party review, Rob. I know. Check out Goodnight Sleepyhead and check out Chapman Films channel and all the other rogues. But this has been Rob's Rogues, and today we've been taking a look at Captain America Civil War, Black Panther from Hasbro. And as always, this is Rob and Chapman Films signing off saying, I like cheese.
Dead fish on a Sunday morning, dead fish on a Monday morning, dead fish on a Tuesday morning. Everybody sing this song.
Here's a groove, slightly transformed, a bit of break from the norm.